So sorry. Hi there. So sorry. Hi, Stella Ride for Life. Oh, you did an airplane all by yourself? Nice. Okay, let me get into my verticals so I can see because I'm talking to my Camille and Stella or Stellar Ride for Life. And hey, Chuck, how are you? Let me try to get into my vertical. Hold on a second. It's always interesting for me to get into the vertical. There we go. There we go. Is it gonna let me? Gosh dang it. I hate when it does this. There's nobody over in the vertical at the moment, but I don't know why it won't let me in. See if it'll do it this way. So sorry, I have a bunch of things to show you. I'll start with this for the moment. It should be the one I set up. I'm okay. How are you? Oh, hi, Sniper Boofy. I'm working on this awareness ribbon. I did it in 100% cotton as a dishcloth, but then I'm like, I don't think anybody would want this as a dishcloth, so I'm gonna just pin it up with my my maple leaf dishcloth that I would never use as a dishcloth. And I'm still having headaches, you know. Life is life, and it's just normal. Oh no! Sniper! How did that happen? I'm trying to open this. Why is it not opening it? Let me see if it'll do it this way. Ah, there, I got it. All right, now I'm in the vertical too. That's what I needed. All right. How did you hurt you said a scissor accident. Like, what kind of scissor? Oh, Stella Ride for Life. I'm sorry, Kaylin. Sorry, it's what shows up on the Streamlabs instead of settings. My gosh, my brain is not braining either. All right, I get hi, Best Thing, and hi, Margaret. You're over in the vertical. All right, hi, Lexi in the horizontal. I cannot wait for YouTube to wait. Which way? You know what? I'm gonna do this because I can tell I'm gonna tend toward this side. Okay. All right. I know I was telling you. Yes. Yeah, yes. And I knew that, Sniper, and I recognized this one as Sniper, and that's why I referred to you by Sniper, because I know which username of that is. Hi, Ukulele, and hi, Karen. Sorry, Best Thing. Best Thing is Karen over in the vertical. I think I have all messages on. I think we're good. Okay, let me show this again. So I'm doing an awareness ribbon in this peaches and cream cotton. It's just red. 100% cotton. I'm using a 4mm hook. I'm using a bag-a-day crochet pattern. But again, I don't think anybody... Oh, that's upside down. See, I'm almost to the top there where it's starting to curve back in. I don't think anybody would use this as a dishcloth. It's fine. I have to... Anyway, so... Thankfully, Nightbot's doing its job over in the vertical. I don't know if Margaret, if you're still hanging out in there. That's what she said. All right. So you can hang out in the... Margaret's over in the vertical. And Missy came to join us. Here's Missy Cat. This is a sweet Missy Cat. Love this little face. She's a precious, but she just gets on my lap and then she's done. And this is pretty much what she does at lives. So this is by October 30th, 31st. I'm not sure. Actually, I should look at Armchair Chef's rules. Probably 31st, but anyway. Thank you for the Namaste. Pranavana. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Over in the vertical, that's the one I did last. Yes, you did this one. It didn't automatically start. Yes, it was taking me a second, and it's because I think I started 30 seconds too soon. I don't know. This Streamlabs thing, I'm still learning it. I'm doing all right, Pranavana. If I'm saying your name right. And Karen, right? Yeah, so I like this pattern a lot. It's the clusters are, it's a 4 double crochets together in the same stitch. That's true. It would dust well. You're right, Karen. Let me talk about what else I've got almost done. So this is almost done, and this is for a crochet along. Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's been tough. It's been tough, Sniper Boofy. And you did this last year. Did you do it in pink though, Camille? So I'm doing this for blood cancer. It turns out Andy Crafty Witch also had blood cancer. I couldn't remember that. My next door neighbor and one of my former, when I was still working as a teacher, my best friend at work, impacted all of them different. And then my son-in-law's mother passed from leukemia, which is another form. Blood cancer is under, well, I don't know how I'm going to use it, to be honest, Karen. I may, oh, you did white with the pink ribbon. I may just use it as a decoration and to honor my friends that are struggling with this. Because again, there are so many different kinds of blood cancers. It can be really tough. I don't know how to remove that. Let's do that. Okay, I got it. I figured out my vertical stuff. All right. We mean white. Yeah, we knew you meant white. Yeah. Yeah, German Shepherd. German Shepherds, sometimes they struggle to live longer. Anyway, so that's one item. That's for Armchair Chef. This, I am now to the part I will be putting this, I don't know if that's the front or the back, but it's dark green. That is a belt. It's a little blanket from Camille's Happy Holidays challenge, and I made it kind of open because it's thick yarn. I claimed so many. Let's see if I can grab one. I claimed so many bands. I used the whole thing. I used every scrap of this green that I had. And I used the whole ball of this black tweedy one for the belt. I'll put a yellow buckle on there. And this is from Happy Holidays Challenge. Now, in the pattern, it's for Santa. So it would be red and then black. But I'm doing it as Elf. So that's why it's green. And it's going to still have the yellow buckle. And then I'm going to use that sheepy yarn around the edging because that's what she shows in the pattern. So this is one of the Happy Holidays blankets. Again, it's labeled Santa. I just changed the color. That's all. I actually think that's the front. I think that's the front. Not that there's a whole lot of difference, but anyway. So this is approaching being done. Let's see. What do we got here? You made that for Halloween. Oh, no. No, this one is for... this is just a lap blanket. Is about the size it's going to be. Kieran, this one's not. This is for Happy Holidays Challenge with Camille, which is all the holidays from Halloween all the way through. And the idea isn't necessarily even holidays. It's more also could be anything. Gifts. Like gift to yourself, gift to somebody else. Anyway. So this one is not for Halloween. This is for Christmas. It's probably going to go in my... my family does a white elephant, but they do good white elephants. So that's probably where it's going to go. Yes, I'm aware, Blair. I even told her. Okay, I'll check out your short later after the live. That would be lovely. All right. Yeah, that's the thing with full breeds. Hi, Burger. Burger 1220 is over in the vertical. Trying to keep track of both. But yeah, that's that blanket. So that is, this one's Happy Holidays Challenge. Do I have another one sitting here? I can't show the Tunisian yet. Do I have another Happy Holidays Challenge in reach? No, I do not. Nothing is in reach. But I have done a lot of Happy Holidays Challenge items. Hi, Lexi. Thanks for popping over into the vertical. That's helpful. Anyway, yes, and again, Andy knows that I was going live, so she's going to watch me after she's done with her Centro hats. So, there's my, it's going to have a belt buckle here, and it's going to have a sheepy yarn. Do I have anything that's even close? Maybe this chenille. It's more fluffy than this. It's probably triple or double or triple this fluffy will be the border on this. And then I've got this. I'm going to double this up and that's what the belt buckle is going to be made out of, this chenille. So that's what's going on there. But yes, that's fine, Camille. You're good. Right on, Chuck. I really should. You're in both currently as well. Okay. Lexi is in both. Okay. Yes, whatever works for you. Yes, for Halloween, I did, I can't show you because it's on my phone and I need my phone for looking at the vertical. For Halloween, I made a Jack Skellington trick-or-treat bag for my grandson that's out in California. And I also made a Centro knitted knitting machine. Purple. Hi, Nick. That's fine. Yes, stop in and say hi. You know how to drop your link, so go ahead, Nick. You're an approved user, so it should work. Wait, did we fix that? Yeah, well, you know how to drop it. Anyway, it should work for you. Margaret's channel is getting dropped automatic, or getting dropped. Yeah, my 4, is it 4 mods or 5? I don't even remember at this point. My mod channels are getting dropped. What's your dog's name, Ali Mutt? I've got 3 dogs in this house. One is named Lebowski, one is named Ollie, and the other one I don't say their name because she is a service dog and we don't say her name publicly. It's a way to protect others from saying, like using the dog's name and distracting them from doing their job. She's a medical alert. Good boy, Dinky. There you go. It's a good pup. Yes. Now, all of these dogs that I just listed, these 3 dogs, are not my dogs. They are my stepdaughter's dogs. She's in need of a medical alert. Animal would have wound 4 balls of yarn today. Wow. I don't do the hand winding. See, that's what I hire my granddaughter, who's 3.5, for. She can do it. You did a thing. Oh, you did a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Chuck. That's wonderful. Doing them in both. That's great. All right. So hopefully Alima is happy because I said good boy to Dinky. All the dogs are good boys or good girls. Good pups. Chuck, all your pups are good pups too. And it tells you how to drop the weather if you're interested. Anyway, so those are my current whips. I finished that. I'm going to see my sister tomorrow. It's nice. She's in from Oregon. I'll see my sister tomorrow and I will give her the wrap and we're going to together try to figure out all the ways she can wear that and be comfy. So, what I need to do believe it or not, I actually did my yarn management for all of that yarn you saw last Sunday. It is all put away and in a place. Some has been donated to a lady that from my crochet group that goes to a prison, and the women's prison, and that's and they craft, and there's a whole thing you'll see in my Monday yarn management which yarn I gave to them. Now I have 2 other people I'm sending yarn to. Thrifty Crocheter Rachel, I intended to send her yarn like months ago and neglected to, so I'm waiting for her to tell me what she wants. And then another person in the community that's in need. I have a few set aside, but who do you want to do a live with me? Oh, my sister. I don't know if she'll do a live. We're going to see. We'll see if she'll do a live with me. Hi, Kelly, right? I bring it every day. You're Kelly. Is that the right first name? I was showing I'm doing for Armchair Chef, she's doing all the different awarenesses. So I'm doing blood cancer awareness because I have many people in my life. Yes, I figured it out already. I did do 1 + 1. Sometimes I can do that. Sometimes I can do that math in my head. Connect those dots. Anyway, so nice. If you don't know, I bring it every day. Kelly there. Kelly, you can drop your channel, Hooks247. Oh, hello, Jill. Hello, Jill. I'm talking about Armchair Chef's, it is correct. Okay, so yes, you are welcome to drop your channel if you want. You too, Jill. Since, I've missed so many of your lives. I'm trying to catch all of the replays, but man, I'm having a hard time seeing videos and staying up on things. But I'm doing this blood cancer awareness because many people in my life have been impacted with blood cancer. But Armchair Chef is doing any awareness ribbon inspired. But so if you want to drop your channel, what I was saying, Kelly or Fiberfloozy Jill, it's Hooks247, no space, HOOKS 247. Hi, Trish, and you can drop your channel over in the vertical. So this is my blood cancer awareness ribbon. I'm almost done. This is a bag a day crocheted, and Moonrose dropped hers. I didn't even know you were here, Moonrose. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't cooperate, why is it not cooperating? Nick's worked in the vertical. Did you have a space in the front, Blair? Let's see if it works for Blair. Okay, it worked for Blair. Moonrose, I don't know what happened. You might have to give it a minute after hers and try again. Anyway, and then I have this, again, the Happy Holidays Challenge. This is going to be like Elf. Instead of Santa, I just changed the color schemes to green and black, and it will have yellow chenille buckle, and then it's going to have fur, like it's called sheepy yarn all around the edge. Okay, Lexi showed it. Yep. And did it work for... It worked. Armchair Chef's automatically dropped. Lexi's might have automatically dropped, or is that... No, you dropped it. Okay. Oh, did she have a space? Okay. Those are whips, but what I really wanted to show was... well, I'm going to talk about this tonight. This little bingo. Ian is a weirdo, is doing a bingo that actually goes in. It's to support all kinds of different channels. The one I was having a little trouble with was subscribe to a channel with under 100 subscribers. I found one. It's Handcraft Love. 3 words. But if you're interested in Ian and his Weirdos birthday challenge bingo, it's all about supporting other channels, checking people out, making sure you go back and watch people that you maybe haven't watched in a while, checking out non-crochet. Anyway, so I did a post on this, so I chose to print it out because that's easier for me, but I finally found an under 100 subscribers, Handcraft Love. She happened to be doing a live just before me, so she probably still is. So I popped in there, and there's one that be the first like. So click on the thumbs up on somebody that has 0 likes. So go look for that. Not right now. Not right now. Anyway. Your short has 137 views. That's good. I mean, I guess that's good. I don't know. Let me, oh, hi. Sorry. KK Worldview. Oh, New Zealand. New Zealand. You're starting to warm up a little bit. How's that wind? I know you had horrible weather. Was it last week? Hi, Monkey Boy. How are you? Oh, Trish. Yeah, you got it. You got it. KK Worldview. I'm trying to catch everybody in the vertical real quick. And yes. All right. I think I'm caught up. I live in the Denver metro area of Colorado, United States. KK Worldview. You are welcome to drop your weather if you are interested in doing that over in the vertical. And Linda's dropping her weather. I bet she's chilly. I'm going to drop my weather in the vertical. I'm going to use Denver tonight. Because with Denver, I don't actually have to put the state. Oh. I just knocked over what was holding my phone. So let me. Oh, and I just realized I don't have my phone plugged in, and that could be a problem. Let's get that plugged in. My little really cool holder thing from my exercise. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to show you guys this. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? My cats have been chewing on that. Can you see the little punctures? My cats have been chewing on this rubber. And by cats, I mean the big fat orange one. I guarantee it. Missy wants food. The one that was here earlier. Yes, I had to drop something. Correct. That is... Hi, Annette. How are you? Tangled Yarn by Annette has a really cool pattern she did for... Oh, you're watching in Delhi, India. Oh, I'd love to see what the weather is there. How's your weather there? Do weather Delhi. Well, you know how to spell Delhi. What am I doing? Sorry, KK Worldview. Drop the weather. I'm curious. Yeah, I know of Delhi, India. Anyway, I'm sorry, I am so bad. Anyway, what I was saying about Annette, if you don't know about Annette, Annette, feel free to drop your channel, Hooks247, HOOKS247, no space. She did a pattern for corner to corner M&Ms. I don't know if I know what you mean by that question. I'm wearing sweatpants. If you need to know, comfy. And then my cat's Starry Night shirt that I love. Anyway, yes, check out Annette if you're here. Hooks247. All right, so another yarn, Shannon. For those of you who watch her, she is moving and downsizing significantly. So she's been giving away yarn, so make sure you go check her giveaways out if you're interested. Thanks, Camille, for hopping in over here on the vertical. Just have eyes on that one. I'm not sure whether that's a problem or not. I don't know, just eyes. But she's doing giveaways and whatever. But a lot of things, the amount of the sheer quantity of stuff, especially big yarn that she had, it would be costly for her to donate it. So now she's given it to a lot of her friends, but then she's also, yay, it got Annette's. All right. And it worked right. Good. Because it doesn't always. And yes, if you don't know, if you're new to my lives, I do tend to drop things. At least one drop a live is just normal. She did warn me in this particular... Oh, let me show you. Let me show you this latest bag. Ugh. Yeah. she did warn me that because I said I was fine with scraps, that there were scraps in here. Because I am fine with scraps. I use scraps all different kind of ways. And thank you for the happy poop, Camille. Ah, that's so funny. I guess that's only on the vertical. So we're wearing socks and a night. Yes. Yes, we can all share. I'm wearing a shirt and sweatpants and my ankle compression socks. Like, I don't know if any of you... Oh, let's see if I can pick my foot up there. They're cats in a box. And it just goes to my ankle, but it's foot compression because I have a little bit of trouble with... How do you send jewels? That's down in the dollar sign. So the dollar symbol down in the corner, Blair. Yes, sorry. Jill. See if I missed it. I'm trying to make sure I got everything. So anyway, I like them. They're from Viasox, Viasox. I am not a sponsor, but I firmly believe in their product. Yes, the kitties in the box. Exactly, Chuck. Exactly. And only on the vertical. Yes, correct. Hi, Rachel. I was just talking about you. And I just started doing yarn, so remember to take notes. Remember to take notes, Rachel. Thrifty, and you're welcome to drop your chat. Hi, Deb. How are you? Deb, it looks like I'm probably going to end up sending that beet red to Lexi, what I have left, because she wants to make a donation shawl for it with it. So I did get it. I think that was in my Saturday video. I'm looking at Deli's weather over here. Hello from Japan. Sorry, I can't actually read your name. I appreciate it. Can't see it. So down in the corner there should be a little dollar symbol, Blair, and you're an under 18 account. You might not have that option. So sorry. I just realized that. Yeah, I bet it's not available because she's a minor account. I bet that's what the problem is. You're welcome to drop your channel over there too. Blair, go ahead, go right ahead. What I was saying is she warned me there are scraps. However, it's fantastic that there are scraps of this, because I know just by feeling it and looking at it, this is Big Twist, and it's the color, the rainbow colorway that I love of theirs. So there's scraps in here, which again I have no problem with. She knew. Okay, maybe this. Okay, she organized it because she's Shannon, so of course she did. These are scraps. Ooh, that's a woolly feeling scrap. That's a thin yarn too. Oop, sorry. There's very thin, very woolly, very whoa. Sorry, gotta put that down. It more feels dry on my hands than anything. Let's see. Thumbs up. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. And yes, take notes. Take notes, Rachel. Give me another beat. Yes, okay. Perfect. Oh, okay. Well, I might keep a couple because I might be doing another shawl type thing. I love the way it worked up on my sister's sleeved scarf thing. Actually, yeah, I'll probably be keeping a couple. But anyway, I will wait until I have all of them, because I got the one, and then I know I have another one coming soon. And this, look at how pretty this one is. Thank you for the thumbs up from Japan. And sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Is there a name you in English you would like me to call you? Cloud cakes. I haven't had cloud cakes. But like look at this. Is this not just the most beautiful like Halloween color? Yeah, and that feels really nice. It feels similar to the Big Twist, but it's definitely thicker. Look at this. Oop. Look at how thick that is. Whereas this is only... Sorry, that's 2 strands. All right. Well, let's see. Now that's a big scrap. That's a fun one. Look at that. That almost looks like, what is the colorway, Camille? Your colorway that looks like this. And Linda, I was tutoring and then doing different stuff, and I've only caught live, so I need to go back and watch your video today too, Linda. Yeah, the donation projects. Yeah, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? So this would be an acrylic version of the most beautiful hand-dyed. What is this one, Camille? Or anybody that remembers, what's the name of this? Oh, I gotta pop back over to the Virgo. Hi, Leanne. How are you? So right now I'm going through this bag. This bag is just her scrap yarn that she gave me, which, again, I love scrap yarn. I use scrap yarn for all kinds of things. These are all very autumnal or Halloweeny. This one's rainbow. This one's probably Caron Simply Soft, if I were to guess. Just black. But then this one is definitely got wool content on it. That's very itchy to me. I could work with it, but I could not wear that. And it's very, 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 very thin. I actually know where I'm going to put this in, that one. Yes. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to keep Pumpkin Patch. Pumpkin Patch. Yes. So Camille has a really nice hand-dyed version that has more whites in it than this does, called Pumpkin Patch. That's absolutely gorgeous. Camille, if you want to drop your shop, that would be awesome. Pumpkin Patch, yes. So check that out. Or somebody can drop her shop. Yeah, so let's see if, I'm going to look and see if there's any other really cool looking scraps in here. That's really pretty. Those are more purple. That kind of matches my hair, actually. Purples and pinks. My attempt at getting my hair to turn pink, and it just kind of, it was a different purple. But anyway, so yes, I'm trying to handle both, and I'm doing all right. I really, really, truly need to only do 2 hours tonight, if at all possible, if I can shut up quickly enough. All right, anything else that's nice? Some Barocco vintage sock yarn. Okay, I'm going to set that aside too, because there's a person that will get more use out of that than me. Okay, this is a whole ball. It's called Jewel Box. This looks vintagey. What do you think? Is this vintage? And what's classified vintage? So this is Jewel Box. The color is emerald because it's greens and blues. Kind of a velvety. I just dropped the entire bag of scraps because, you know, again, that's how I roll. 911. Yeah, that's good. I'm approaching that magic number. I'm just not quite there yet. Got to do another nails live. But these nails are doing really good. These pink sparkles. They're doing good. So, probably next week. Linda, you know what's amazing is I actually, because I give away enough of it, it keeps like, it keeps coming. Yep, drop number 2. And this one, like, the bag fell and stuff spilled out. So this was 1, 2, 3 of them fell out of the bag. So does that count as 4 drops? Anyway, this is 64% acrylic, 20%. Oh, this is a Caron. Yeah, this is definitely vintage. 64% acrylic, 20% rayon, 16% polyester. That's probably a little stretchy. Doesn't look like she used it at all. It doesn't feel like there's any out of there. 90 yards or 83 meters, 2.5 ounces, 70.9 grams. 4-weight medium, 5.5 millimeter needles, 6 millimeter hook. And it does have, I love this. It says if you want to start in the center, you pull on this end, see that arrow? If you want an outer pull, you pull this one the other direction. Why don't they still do that? Why don't they still do this? This right here. They need to all be still doing this. Why is it only on vintage yarn? Okay, rant over. Okay, I'm going to pick this up real quick. All right. And I'm going to put the scraps back in the scrap. Although this is enough to definitely make a hat on the Centro. That'd be a great hat on the Centro, right? On the knitting machine. For those of you who don't know that, let me see if I can catch her. Are you going to... oh, yeah. Just for your yarn. Yes. Well, right. So I have taken over a second room to handle my yarn, but I give away enough that, like I said, I'm on top of it. All of my yarn that I showed last Sunday's live is put away and in a proper place, and I'm using a ton of yarn. I'm using a ton of it, which helps. And then I'm gifting some of it. You'll find out tomorrow more about a donation I made that was 15 skeins, I think, that I gave away to a donation. Yeah. So, yeah, I do try to, if it's gifted to me, I'm much more likely to gift it out too. And it gives me more yarn to make donation. But I am using a ton of it, which is amazing. I reclaimed, as Erin says, she stopped actually claiming the things, and she gives herself a sticker when she uses a whole skein. 6 of these, I think. So I'm doing my best to use it too. And again, gifting it out. And yes. Hi, Laura. How are you? A bonus drop. Yes, exactly, Chuck. It was a bonus drop. Laura's Black Ministries. It's nice to see you. And Lexi, what is that symbol? What is that symbol, Lexi? I don't know what that symbol is. Sorry. Now, these are all regular yarn. Now, some of this is really high-end yarn, but she wasn't using it and she wasn't going to use it. This is definitely wool. This is like what I think of itchy wool. Yeah, I can see you dropped something. Let me know where you, because so I don't, the heart is right in the way of, but this is a beautiful blue, but it's wool and not like wool that I can use. Let me know where part of your, oh yes, I know that well, you know what, Deb, you know what yarn I'm like a mega fan of, so. And then this is one, okay, let me tell you a story about this ball of yarn. She gave me a bunch of this in last week, so I know where I put this. I put this with my sparkle yarn. I have a giant bag of sparkle yarn. It's like this, one of those fabric bags. I'm so sorry, I don't know what that symbol is, Lexi. This is called Canyon. Why is the ball band popped? She did not give it to me that way. Well, I neglected to bring this upstairs, and the dogs decided they were going to check out the yarn. So one of the dogs popped that ball band. Let me see if I've got my tape here. I had it here. There it is. Okay, we're going to tape this ball band back together. Sorry about that. It's a terrible sound. Just so it's a little more together. All right. Again, I know exactly where this is going. My yarn is very organized. Now, scraps, that's going to be a little bit different. Oh, yeah. Oh, so, Deb, the yarn I'm donating is for, it's I give it to a woman that's in my crochet group that's working with a prison here, a women's prison here in the U.S. What Lexi is working on donations for, and what I will be working on, right? And I'm just going to hold that up there so you can really appreciate that sparkle because it's extra nice. What Lexi and Camille and I will be working on is Archway, which was formerly known as Safe Haven. The fingering weight wrap is... Wow, that's amazing, Jill. Anyway, it's a domestic violence shelter is what we're working on donating to. I still have to start. I've got this vision in my head. I just need to see if it works for the blanket I want to donate. Yeah, the sparkle is so fun. This colorway is Canyon. It's called Gleam is the yarn. It's considered a 4-weight, 5.5 millimeter hook, 5 millimeter needles. Hand wash cold, dry flat, do not iron, do not bleach. Professionally dry clean. Again, why would you bleach that? Why would you bleach that? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that's amazing, Jill, that you finished your fingering weight wrap. Oof. I did a bulky wrap. Okay, this is Lamb's Pride. This is really nice. Look at that beautiful green wool. This is Lamb's Pride. Bulky. Yeah, definitely bulky. I'm going to try to get this off. Yay, I can get it off the dollar price tag, and if you notice, on one of those old sticky ones. Spun and dyed by Brown Sheep Company, Inc., Mitchell, Nebraska. Crafted with pride in America. Washing instructions. Hand wash. Hand wash in lukewarm water. Mild soap. Squeeze gently. Do not twist or wring. Rinse several times in lukewarm water. Add a few drops of white vinegar to last clear rinse. Roll gently in towel to remove excess water. To dry, lay flat in original shape, away from direct sunlight or heat. Suggested needle size is a 10.5. Suggested hook size is a K. What's a K? 5.5? Okay, no, 6.5. Because it is pretty thick. But that is wool. 85% wool, 15% mohair. And then the donations will go directly to, yes, blanket donations to Camille for Archway, correct. Yes. Blanket, shawls, anything else. Oh, it was on the wrong side of the state. The Lamb's Pride, yes. That's what it said, Lamb's Pride is. Yeah. Well, let's see if it calls it a color, or if you just look at it and it's, oh, well, it's green. It says it's approximately 125 yards and 4 ounces. That's, like I said, that's a pretty thick. That's a solid bulky. Like that's, like they're not calling it something it's not. For color uniformity. Yes, it's color M64008. Oh, that's 008 is the lot. Yes, if you know about hand dyed, you know you got to buy enough of it all at once. But yeah, 15% mohair. I don't know. I don't know if I have anything that's mohair, but this is nice. So Jill, you were going to try to go to there, but it was in the wrong part of of Nebraska for you, huh? Yeah, it's all the way on the end, kind of right next to on the border of Wyoming from that drawing. See where that little star is? So, given what I know about the state, that side, this right here is Wyoming. This corner that's missing is Colorado. Down here, that's like Omaha's all the way over here. So, yeah. Blankets first, yes. Blankets right now is what we're doing for Archway. And they get sent to Camille. But yeah, watch for a big Archway announcement coming. This is nice. That's nice wool. And then here's some more of this blue. Oh, this is a different color. Those are different colors. This one has a tag. Okay. So this one says needle size 8. Gauge 4.5 stitches. Blankets. Archway. Where I live, we used to have a cookie yes, Archway cookies. Archway cookies were good. But Archway is the new name for the DV shelter in Texas that was called, it's a mill and store. Yeah, so they make their own yarn, right? Like that's like from sheep to skein, right? That's what you're saying, Joe, about this company, this Brown's Sheep Company. All right. So yes, I loved Archway cookies, Rachel. But Archway is the new name of, it was Safe Haven, and now it's Archway. Right, Linda. So what Linda's saying in the vertical, yes, I love the sheep to skein. That's what we're gonna call it. Shannon is giving away all this yarn, and then one of her other friends is also downsizing and giving her a bunch of yarn. So yes, yeah, it's funny. So eight big boxes, yeah. So this is, let's see if it's got fiber content here. This is Tahki, Tahki, made in England. 3.5 ounces. 100 grams. Designer Homespun is the name of this. It's definitely wool content, but unfortunately I don't think it tells me. No, it says 100% pure wool, and I do not believe I've ever seen this before. It says moth-proofed. Moth-proofed. That's wild, huh? So, yeah, moth-proofed. Moth-proofed. That's interesting. So I'm assuming this green band is the same company, but they are not the same color. That's at least a 4-weight. It looks a little bit roving. Kind of on a thickish side. Thickish side of a 4-weight, I would say. Anyway, so that has a home. Yeah, moth-proof. Have any of you seen moth-proofed before? Okay, so here's a Lamb's Pride. This is Lamb's Pride as well. But this is a different band. 85% wool, 15% mohair. This feels completely different. That's so weird. They're the same fiber content from the same company, and they feel completely different. I mean, this feels like wool, but this one totally feels like wool, if that makes sense. 4 ounces, about 190 yards. So this is a little thinner. It is, just a touch thinner. Beautiful burgundy color. Let's see. Medieval red. Medieval red. Washing instructions, hand wash cold, using Brown's Top of the Lamb shampoo and 1/8 of a cup of white vinegar. Rinse thoroughly. Add 1/8 of a cup of white vinegar to the last clear rinse. Roll gently in a towel. So you got to take really nice care of this stuff. This is considered a 4-weight, so obviously this is newer and this is older, would be my guess, because of how things are labeled. Does it say hooks and needles? Needle size 8. It doesn't tell me the hook. Needle size 8, so I don't know what that is in millimeters. Sorry, Lamb's Pride. And I don't see a color. Oh, I said medieval red. I already forgot. All right, so that one's going to go over there. I gotta drink some hot tea out of my Coca-Cola glass. See, Coca-Cola. So, all right. Hi, Izzy. How are you? Izzy Pop is over in the horizontal. You are welcome to drop your channel. And yes, okay, that sounds good. Thanks for all your comments, Jill. It was helpful to know that you tried to go there. The moths approve. Jack, you're so funny. Izzy, you are welcome to drop your channel. Hooks247, no space. So this is all gifted yarn from somebody who was downsizing and moving to a smaller home that had like oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles of yarn. So Nightbot automatically drops my who are they? Moderators. But I'm glad you're doing well. I get my Botox for my migraines tomorrow, so hooray, hooray. Yes, Rachel, go right ahead. This is just some random pink yarn. This is a 4-weight, I'm assuming acrylic. This is most of a skein. This is a lot of yardage. But yes. Yes, you be well too. Take care of yourself, Jill. I know it's been a rough go for you too, like the last month or so. Okay, here's some more of this beautiful green wool. And Rachel, remember to make a list. Oh, yeah, you like the pink? You like the pink, Chuck? It's definitely an acrylic. Basic 4-weight. Soft. Softer than Caron 1 pound, I think. Or maybe that's what it is. And some more of this. So now we have 3 shades of blue of this moth-proofed pure wool. For TAHKI Taki Imports Limited out of New York. So, I mean, if you were making something blue and wool, this is the right yarn for you. All those shades are very complimentary. Oh, here's another one. Let me keep. Okay, this one looks the same as this one. No, it's still not quite the same, is it? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think those are the same? Yeah, maybe. Maybe those are the same. Alright, let me try to find all of those. Oh, we got another dark blue one. And again, they say moth-proofed, which I think is so funny. I wonder what they put on it that makes it moth-proof. Because moths do like to eat wool. Soft pink, yes. Yes, this green, Izzy, this green is gorgeous. Right? It's not a Kelly green, it's a deep emerald green, or yeah, it's gorgeous. And this is wool and mohair, this one, from a Nebraska yarn. I'm gonna say shop, but it's not a shop in the traditional sense. They go from sheep. Perfect. If it doesn't work, try it again. Yep, it worked. Okay. But they go from the sheep to the skein at this brown sheep company in Nebraska. They're on the border of Wyoming and Nebraska. So it's so pretty. That is such a beautiful green. I wish I could wear wool, but I cannot. I can work with it. I just can't. And this is some more of that moth-proofed yarn, I'm assuming. Nope, this one's a different one. This is called Manos del Uruguay. So this one's from Uruguay. Hand-spun virgin wool. What makes it virgin wool? Is it the first time they're sheared? I'm trying not to be funny about that. I'm trying to be legitimate about that. Is it the first shearing? Is that what makes it virgin? So this is a gray. So this one's from Uruguay. Hand spun virgin wool. Yeah. Dye lots may vary. So that's kind of a gray color. Now she knew I would be giving a lot of the wool away because she knows I can't wear the wool. Let's see if we've got more information on this one. Color F. That's not very helpful. It doesn't tell me the yarn size. It's a roving for sure because I see, look at, this is a perfect example of roving. Look at how thin that is. Can you see that on my finger? See how thin that is versus how thick that piece is? That's roving yarn. So thick to thin, thin to thick. And that's from Uruguay. Oh, this one's probably from that Uruguay as well. Uruguay. The Story of Stria Yarn of Uruguay. This is a burgundy color. It kind of looks brown on my screen, but it's a deep red burgundy. Oh, thank you. Thank you from Japan, and I'm so sorry. I don't know what to call you in English, so, and I can't read Japanese, so I'm sorry. Yeah, yes, okay. So my interpretation, Chuck, is probably right about what virgin hand spun by women artisans. Yes. So let's read the story. The story of the Stria yarn of Uruguay. So this is that gray that I just showed you, and then this red, this burgundy. It is said that this famous yarn now identifiable, I think that's a typo, identified with the cooperative manos. Manos means hands in Spanish, I do know that. Del Uruguay had its beginnings about 1850 in the northeast area of Paysandú province, where the Uruguay River flows. The sheep graze in the meadows strewn with the round geodes of agate stone. These stones, when split open, reveal intricate layers of soft colors which blend into each other. These stone formations so influenced something, there's a hole in that word, wife of a sheep farm, the wife of a sheep herder, when she was dyeing the family yarn, that she tried to duplicate the effect. After many years of almost alchemy, she developed a successful formula. The Manos del Uruguay Cooperative now uses this method when they kettle dye their own hand-spun wool yarns to give an effect of several tones of color on a single strand of yarn. So that's why it looks like different variations of the color. And if any of you know what an agate stone is, yeah, that's a pretty good representation. And again, roving yarn, it goes from pretty thin to pretty thick. I would say this goes as skinny as a 2 maybe, all the way up to bordering on a 6. So this is always interesting. Roving yarn. I like working with roving, but it's kind of have to have a different mindset, and definitely probably not a wearable, because it's the stitches are not going to be consistent. All right, some more of that. Uruguayan, some grays. Beautiful, very tonal grays. I think that's what they call that. Beautiful. So lots of wool that we'll probably need to find other happy homes. All right. So let me see who else is here. Oh, you're working with a roving right now, Chuck? Yes, human beings are amazing. So, yep. So this is some more of the Lamb's Pride from there in Nebraska, right? Yeah, Mitchell, Nebraska. Washing instructions, steam. This is that. Oh, this one's raspberry. So this one's different. Hold on. Let's compare it. Yes, it is different. So this one was called Medieval Red. This one is called Raspberry. And they are definitely different. Very nice. These are 4 weights, or they're labeled 4 weights. So reds and greens, man, if you wanted a woolly Christmas kind of thing. Is this another raspberry? Yeah. This is another raspberry. Hi, Zach. How are you? And Chuck, did I miss something, or were you being literal about humans being amazing? Because, yeah, this is amazing, this hand-dyed in that story. But I don't know if I missed something that made you say that. And yes, and the wool is now making me itchy, but that's okay. That's okay. And we got one more. Look at this one. I don't know if I've seen a colorway that says Shannon Another Yarn more than that one. Look at that. It's got all the striations of yellow in that. That's so pretty. But whew, that is bright. I don't know if it's coming off on the camera as bright as it is, but that is bright. Yeah, it is. It's pretty close to, I'm looking at my screen. It's bright yellow. It does be nice, and that would tone it down a little bit, right? That is quite a stack of wool I got going on. Let's see if there's any more wool before I... Yep, there's some more. Here's one she must have used part of. This is Deep Charcoal, which is the correct color name. It's right on the edge of black. And it's got some white, like almost threads going through it. Again, because it's wool and mohair, it gives a different effect. Yes. Yeah. And then this, you throw this gray in there too. Right? Those are the raspberries. And that's all that Lamb's Pride from Nebraska. Let's see if there's any more wool before I move on. Oh, here's another pink. This is not wool. Here's another pink. This is kind of a dusty pink. Let's see how well that's showing on the screen. Okay. Yes, okay. I agree, Chuck. I just had to make sure because sometimes when I'm focused on the yarn, I don't see the chat. So nice of you all for, if you wouldn't mind if you would do the thumbs up and the positive things. So I've been going for an hour, so I am going to try to stop as close to 2 hours as possible. But this is kind of a dusty pink. This is really a nice color. This is, I think they call it millennial pink is the new name for this pink. But you can see, look at how different these pinks are. They're completely different. This, yeah, I think this is what we used to call dusty rose, but it's not quite dark enough for that. So I think it's called millennial pink. I bought some more of the, yeah. Yeah. Color All My Halo is my addiction. So anybody, hey, Lexi, when I give somebody Color All My Halo, because I really extra love them because I love Color All My Halo. I love it. Okay. Well, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, which I'm less than 100 away, but when I get there, I added it to my wish list, and I think I fixed the link. Oh, what link? Do I have a wrong link? Do I have something wrong? So this is good old Craft Secret. This is a great color if you're doing like bears or if you're making reindeer poop for Armchair Chef, you know. Whatever. Yes, you know. You understand. All right. So, you have it on your wish list. Okay. Yes. Oh, you have Colorama Halo on your wish list, Linda? Okay, I'll remember that. This color is dark almond. It's very much like the skin of an almond. That's a perfect color name. But this is perfect for all my gurmis. I have a place for one. Do I have a place for that? Am I going to need a new place for all my... You know what I really need a new place for is these scraps. This is going to be my problem child, is the scraps. Because I don't have any scrap projects right now. Oh, that one's not a scrap, so I'm going to pull that out. All right, we're getting quite the stack over here. I'm going to show you. You see this stack of yarn? Poo emoji for a favorite person. Yes, the gold poo. Yes, you got to give the gold poo. That's right. The happy poo, it says. Oh, your Amazon link wasn't correct. Okay. And it's fixed now. Okay. I have a place. Yes, that's true. That's true, Chucky. You have a place. It's the fake halo Chuck found. And Chuck's, it was identical, right? The composition and the texture and everything, the color. Okay. I'm okay with the fake stuff. It's fine. Whatever. I have a feeling some of you know this one. This looks a little bit, this looks German, maybe? Let's see. This is not English. Oh, maybe this, you know what? This could be one of the skin. Look at this. Okay, made in Norway. Okay, I need Linda Saxida now. Look, it says made in Norway and he's riding a reindeer, and that's flippin' hilarious. I love that so much. That's my favorite thing on a ball band I think I've ever seen. Made in Norway, riding on a reindeer. Peer Gynt. P-E-R-G-Y-N-T. Peer Gynt. Definitely feels like wool. It's like a gray color, but I'm gonna hold this up and I'm gonna tag Linda Saxida in here, and I'm gonna get her to translate that for us. Or if any of you have Google Translate, you could do it right now. Linda Saxida. Santa yarn, exactly. I can't believe the yes. The price? Yeah. No, I need to check that out. Because Halo yarn is it. That's funny. I thought Norway the minute. Yeah, right. I was thinking Scandinavian as well, Linda. Immediately. So is Japan? I wish I knew what your name was. Is Japan still in the chat on the vertical? I know it's dropping links for channels there. Hi, Liz. How are you? I was just thinking about you earlier today. I was wondering how you were doing. I know you went through a rough patch too. Last month was not kind to a lot of us. But I'm holding it up there in case somebody wants to Google Translate that. But Liz, check this out. This is so funny. Look at, it's a person, it's made in Norway, and it's a person riding on a reindeer. And I just think that's hilarious. That's right up there with the hoot size instead of hook size. But isn't that so funny? And it looks like maybe Santa riding the reindeer. And then, so Liz, just so you're not totally confused, there are people in the vertical and there are people in the horizontal. You are welcome to drop your channel, Hooks247. Go right ahead. 36 and 4 to 6 months, then I got $5 because I spent a lot. Nice, Chuck. All right. Now we're in 10 minutes. Okay. Let's see how many of these I've got. And I still, let's see, 1, 2. I'm going to guess these are 50-gram balls. I hopefully held that up there long enough. Did you get it, Liz? Yeah, you're welcome to. You're still sick, but okay. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and drop your channel if you want to, Liz, okay? Hooks, 247, no space. Trying to find all of that yarn. Is that all of it? I know that sounds rude, but there's 3 of them. But that is definitely 100% wool and not superwash. Would not be my guess. Oh, it has some washing instructions in English, but it's covered by the price tag. Washing instructions. See back of the label. Oh, okay. So it has some English on there. I just now saw that. But that's, yeah. All right, so that's woolly. So that's going in the woolly pile. All right. This is beautiful. This is a scraps. I would guess that's 25 to 30 grams, but freaking gorgeous. Gorgeous. You could use that as an accent row or something. That looks roving. It may or may not be. That might be a wool, but I think it's acrylic. I'm going to put this in the scrap bag. All right. This is going in the scrap bag. This is a nice fat yarn. I can't imagine why Shannon didn't want that. Just kidding. Oh, this one looks like Supernova. Is it a Supernova or roving? What are we doing? So I am going through, Liz, sorry, I did not clarify. So I'm running through StreamYard where it's simultaneously doing vertical and horizontal. I am showing yarn that was gifted to me by the channel Another Yarn, Shannon, because she's downsizing and moving house, or she's moving her home, and downsizing significantly. So, and I live really close, so she's gifted me all this yarn. I think this is the last of it that she's gifting to me. She does have a bunch of giveaways. If you don't know her channel, go check her out, because she has some giveaways going on because she's downsizing. But yeah, so you think this is Supernova? It's a roving 2-weight. Okay, that's a nice yarn. What's the fiber content on this? Oh yeah, she's very sweet. It's she's doing tons of giveaways. She's gifted a lot of people in her subscribers list. Just gifted, if somebody happened to comment something, oh, that's beautiful yarn, I would love to make this, or I'm making this with that, and whatever. And she's sent, like Lexi here, Helix Stitchcraft has gotten some yarn. Michelle Plays Hooky has gotten some yarn from her. She just surprise gifts a bunch of people, but I'm close, so she doesn't have to mail it. I come pick it up. Because this whole bag, while I knock over my tea, this whole giant bag was all the way full when I started going over what was in the yarn, what yarn was in here. But she knows I take scraps, so this whole bag was in the top of that, and this is all scraps. So this Nova is going in. Yeah, she's very sweet. She's very generous. She's very, like, even though a lot of these are labeled, like, that's labeled $1, but, like, look at that sticker. You know that's from forever ago. So that $1 was a lot more expensive at the time, that 50 gram yarn. Yes. So it was as much. Yes, Tuesday morning. This is a company that doesn't exist anymore, or does it? Does Tuesday Morning exist, that company? I didn't even notice that. Thank you for that. Yeah, so Lexi's asking the same question. Does it exist? Because everyone that I can think of doesn't exist. Here's some Super Saver that doesn't bother me. Again, Super Saver does not always give me a yank my hand back reaction. It's only some of it. I loved Tuesday Morning also. This is basic acrylic, a very nice pale yellow. Hey, Chuck, I bet you're looking at this going, that would go with what I'm working on. So I am setting some of this aside for whenever I do get to 1,000. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Crafter's Secret. The colorway is Mushroom. This looks like Caron Simply Soft. It's shiny and it's a thin, probably labeled 4-weight. Yep, labeled a 4-weight. US 4.5 millimeter knitting needles, which is a 7 US. It's a 7 UK. It was 300 yards. Some of it's been used, but not much. I would guess, so it says 6 ounces. It's probably 4 to 5 ounces still on here. But yeah, Liz dropped her channel in the vertical. If you want, Liz, you can pop over into the horizontal and drop it there too. This is the sheeny yarn. Okay, this has got some wool content. No, this is just novelty yarn of sorts. You kind of see that? Very thin. What a gorgeous, that is a raspberry color. It almost matches this raspberry. Well, I guess it's a little, this one's more raspberry. It's purple, more purpley. Yarn B is, yes. No, this is good yarn. It's spun tighter, so I bet it doesn't split as bad as Caron Simply Soft, is my guess on that yarn. Yes and no, Liz. Go ahead and drop your channel there. When YouTube, because YouTube claims that they are going to make it so you can do this through their platform. I'm using Streamlabs to do this. So I have to have the vertical on my phone, and people in the vertical can see the vertical. Hi there, Elia Godfrey. Elia? Elia, I'm guessing. You'll let me know if I said it wrong. But so the challenge is I have to keep track of the vertical live and the horizontal live. And my vertical, I have to make sure I'm in the shot, so I have to keep my Streamlabs open. That's where I can see horizontal. Now, YouTube claims that they're going to create it so that you can go straight through them, do the dual platform, and the chats will be merged. That will be when to hop on board. What am I talking about? I am talking about yarn, but at the moment, I'm talking about live streaming and using Streamlabs to do both vertical and horizontal at the same time. But this is yarn that was gifted to me. That's some pretty thin yarn there. But and it's got little bumps randomly, but it's gorgeous. That color is gorgeous, and that is a ton of yarn. Let's see if it says, nope, whatever it said on the label has faded off. This cone was at some point $4, but again, that type of tag tells you it's not new. So what I was talking about is Streamlabs and horizontal and vertical, but what my live stream is about is this yarn that was gifted to me. This was the last yarn I showed before this one, which is just a gorgeous color. And then Rachel, hopefully Rachel's still watching and she can let me know. It is slightly bumpy, but not like true boucle bumpy. And this is like I said, this is a ton of yardage. Holy mackerel, right? With that thin, you could definitely make something with that, especially if you're knitting. I don't know how to knit, but I just know it takes a lot less yarn. Oh, this is another one of those big twist ones. What's this one? That's gorgeous, though. Yes, Liz, yes. I'm glad you did that. Yes, this one Linda, you like the thin bumpy stuff? Or this one? The raspberry, I'm calling it raspberry. It doesn't have a colorway. Or the blues and greens. Knit some gloves, yeah. You can knit. You can knit all day with this stuff, man. There's so much of it. What's this yarn? What kinds of... I mostly crochet, but I was a high school math teacher, Ilya, if I'm saying your name right. So crochet interests me, but like lots of things interest me. I diamond paint, and I actually paint. Here, right up there. That sunflower pumpkin, that paper mache pumpkin, I painted on that. So I like painting. I like diamond painting. I like crochet. I like my knitting machine. I don't know how to do regular, either raspberry. Okay. So Linda really likes this raspberry stuff. What size hook would you use with that? So I'm trying to answer you there. And does anybody know which big twist this is? I'm sure this is a big twist. I'm positive. It's either a fat 4 or a thin 5. But yeah, so the crafts, generally speaking, Ilya, the crafts. I like all the different crafts. Drawing, I don't draw well. Drawing, painting, the yarny stuff. My granddaughter, my 3.5-year-old granddaughter, calls it yarning. All of it. Anything involving yarn is called yarning. Does anybody 2.5 millimeter? Okay, Liz says 2.5 millimeter on this. Okay, that makes sense to me. It'd be so beautiful. Would you do 2.5 millimeter needles? I guess because we were talking about knitting with it. I'm trying to figure out. This is, like I said, this is a thick 4 or a thin 5 or right on the money 5. I'm not sure. So, there's that one. I feel like that is a big twist. I don't know if I want to put that in scraps, though. That's enough, again, to make... I could do a knitting machine hat, no problem with that. It's more than a scrap, I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're at almost an hour and a half. We still have plenty. Okay, check this out. She talked about this the other day in one of her videos. This stuff. This novelty stuff. This is called Ice Yarns Trellis. Does anybody know how to use this? Made in Turkey. Oh, it's like it's almost a silky quality. It's almost like that's the yellow is almost like an embroidery floss feel to it. How do you use this stuff? I don't know. I would love to know how to use that stuff. Beautiful. Like I said, it's got a silky feel to it. Trying to see the content, the fiber content. No, 100% polyamide. Polyamide is something made from a plant, right? From leaves. 50 grams, 250 meters, plus or minus 5%. Oh, I love that they gave you the what's called the margin of error, because I was a statistics teacher. Lexi, did I or did I not kind of say that without saying it that way? What you're making, yeah, D&E. Okay, you would use a D&E. Okay, hold that with another yarn, exactly right. So yeah, it's fascinating. Did I finish reading that? No. 3 to 4 millimeter needles. Lightweight 3 is what they're calling that. Is a lightweight 3. Alrighty then. What I call that is novelty yarn. I don't know. That's going to go over here. Alright. Never figured out how to hold it with another. What kind of yarn would you hold it with? I want to know. Ooh, that is fuzzy. Oh, I've heard of this stuff. I've never felt it because it's old. Caron Dazzled Air. A-I-R-E. Dazzle Air. I think Cinnamon Stitches was talking about this at one point. Was talking about this yarn specifically. Soft as bright, happy dreams. It's on the label, so it has to be true, right? Needle size 8, crochet, hook size G. What's a G in millimeters? Yeah, vintage, right? Like super vintage, right? And this is so soft. That is so soft. This feels like the whole skein too, or most of it. 3 ounces, yeah, I bet that's the whole thing. And it's just white. I think that's the colorway, yeah, it's just white. And you haven't used it. 60% Creslan. C-R-E-S-L-A-N. And that's a new one to me. I don't know what that is. What's Creslan? And 40% nylon. Gorgeous. It's fuzzy. I don't know how much that fuzz is showing. There we go. We get to see some of the fuzziness. The white is blowing it out a little bit, but all right, that one's cool. See, that would go with the Colorama Halo very nicely. You made a few hats. Crocheted, right? Because you don't knit yet. Oh, here's some more. Here's some more vintage. Look at that. How do I know it's vintage? Look at that. Amos, Sael, Amos. It's not an OS, so I don't know. 3.5. Oh, this one says moth proof. Moth proof. It says it's sage. This is 100% not sage. This is off-white. This is a nice cream color. Hi, Spinosaurus. How are you? Do I sell my crochet? Well, yes and no. I generally only sell to friends and family, and that's pretty much it. If that's what you're asking. This is not the softest. This is, does it say what it is? It's saying it's a 4. I apologize. I have to question if this ball band is correct, because light sage is not. There is not a hint of sage in that. Different band, yeah. Sayel. Is it, do I pronounce it Say-El or Sayel? Or what's the correct pronunciation? I am looking at, I do look at amigurumis. It's been a while. I have a whole pile of Gabby's Dollhouse cats I need to make for my granddaughter by February. Look it up. There's a bunch of them. Gabby's Dollhouse cats. There's the mercat, the cupcake cat, the panda looking cat, there's like 9 of them. I'm crazy that I committed to her that I was going to make them. Very vintage, like Chuck. Oh, you're saying you have it, and it's not the softest. It's not awful. It's not awful. It's just not soft. But I bet it lasts forever because, again, like, look at that. Like, 80s? Are we going 80s with that hairstyle? What do you think? 80s? Oh, you think it's 70s? That hair is priceless. I mean, it's so interesting how that can date an era. Okay, me. Sorry, part of the thing is blocked. So you're asking about cables. Something cables. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up and the jewels. I appreciate it so much, Spinosaurus. Okay, Jimmy cables. Jimmy cables from Cars 3. I would have to look Jimmy up because my granddaughter loves cars. Loves all the cars. There's a little shorts series too on Disney. She loves that. She loves cars. So I'd have to look and see. Let's see. Okay. Try to be done in about a half an hour. This is some more Linda yarn. Because she likes the bumpies. She likes the bumpies. I know. Arity, I'm probably vintage too. Look at how beautiful that colorway is, though. Look at that. Gorgeous. But Linda, I know Linda would get more use out of that than I would. This is called Red Heart Light and Lofty. Light and Lofty. It's considered a bulky 6. Because of that fluffy. 10 millimeter needles, 10 millimeter hook. Machine wash warm, dry. Coates and Clark. This is called Cape Cod Multi. Look at that beautiful colorway. Gorgeous. A classic. There we go. We'll call it. So these are classics. Hi, Navy Mommy. How are you? I know you were doing mystery bags of yarn for a while. Are you still? Oh, thank you so much, Spinosaurus. I appreciate you for coming in and chatting and asking questions and dropping some jewels. I appreciate it. Am I remembering right, Navy Mommy? Because I remember Armchair Chef saying something about that. But maybe that was a long time ago and it's just stuck in my head there. That's what... When I see your name, that's what I associate it with. Here's some scrap. This is all yarn that was gifted to me from, thank you so much again, Spinosauruses. From another yarn, Shannon, because she's downsizing and moving. This is nice, soft yarn. Look at the construction on that. It's interesting. So it's bumpy-ish, but it's not what I would call bumpy. It's kind of flat, actually. It's like a bunch of little loops. This is so soft. But I'm going to put that with the scraps. I told her she could give me scraps. She wasn't... Obviously... Oh, you guys love Gabby? Yeah, Gabby's so cute. That show is so cute. Okay, this yarn is soft. Oh, thank you, Jerson. Oh, and Handcraft Love that I mentioned earlier. Oh, what did it just do there? It did something weird. Okay, I don't know. This is Wanda. Thank you, Wanda. I could not remember your first name. You have plenty of mystery boxes available. So, if you don't mind, hi Team Sailor Best. Wanda, if you type hooks 247, that will link to your channel. Even if you don't have content, if that's where you have your email for people to connect, then you can do that. So, sorry, I keep looking down because I've got the vertical over here. So yes, Wanda, if there's Lexi, if you know. What's the best way for people to connect with you, Navy Mommy? Yes, I did. Is that what that little thing was? Oh, Leonardo. I'm going to guess that's an Italian name. Leonardo. Yes, okay. And Team Sailor Best. Do you have a name you'd prefer me to call you? This is, how do I describe this color? How do I describe this color? It just has a color number. It's Cascade Yarns. It's not 55% nylon, 45% acrylic, 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 240 yards, 220 meters. Okay. This is a pet peeve of mine that literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but it bugs me. So let me show you what bugs me. Okay. So see how the grams are outside the parentheses and the ounces are inside the parentheses? Why are the yards not in the parentheses? Match up your symbolism here. That's just an annoying thing for me. Cascade Yarns, I always wondered, it's so soft. This is so soft. This is the Cherub Aaron is the line. I can't say all the Cascades are, but this one is very soft. Brick! Thank you, Arity. That is exactly the right color. Brick. And yes. So, okay. If you want to, Navy Mama, Mommy, Wanda, sorry. If you want to pop over to the horizontal and do the same thing, the hooks 247, drop it over on the horizontal where other people are, so that you can get all the people. You can get my vertical people and you can get my horizontal people. And if you're interested in mystery boxes of yarn, Wanda has beautiful mystery boxes of yarn. Thank you, Arity. Yes, Brick. That is exactly the right color name for this. Perfect. You nailed it. Oh, hi, Crossover Paranormal. You are Jonathan, right? Jonathan over in the vertical. Oh, Cascade Chunky. Was it this same content? 55 nylon, 45 acrylic, Lexi? Because this label, just for this one, this label said $6.25. I'm a horizontal people. Yes. So yeah. It's nice to see you, Jonathan. I ran a couple yes, perfect. There you go, Chuck. That's who we were talking about. Navy Mama Wanda just popped over in there. So you got, if you're interested in mystery bags of yarn, she has excellent yarn. It's so nice to see you, Jonathan. I've been running Jonathan's some of Jonathan's playlists. Haven't necessarily commented or watched, but I've been running it. Get you some watch time. I want to show you something that's over there so bad, but I cannot until the Tunisian video is out. What is that random ball of yarn? Oh, who knows? Alright, this is probably nice yarn. Cotton True Sport. 100% Pima cotton. This is very soft. You can see it's very thin. 50 grams, 180 meters. 1.75 ounces, 197 yards. See, they did this properly. They put the yards, the meters and grams first, and then the other. Yes, me too. Horizontal. You like the horizontal? It's a wool blend. Wool blend. What was a wool blend? I already forgot. Oh, so it was not this same one. This one is so soft. Yes. Yes. Navy Mom. Yes, Chuck. Navy Mommy is Wanda, and she has mystery boxes of yarn. I think that's it. Yes, lots and lots of yarn. So go subscribe and then find her email and email her if you're interested. I know you've already blown your yarn budget. But there's the Cotton Sport. Now I have a place for that, so that's going to go over there. like I said, this was all gifted to me. A lot of this will get gifted back out. But there are 2 people in particular in need right now. So I'm giving them. I'm loving this. Look at this. Purples, greens, pinks. So pretty. Like that is a beautiful baby yarn. And that's what it feels like is a baby yarn. It's pretty thin. Love that variegated. Oh, so pretty. I might have to use my knitting machine and knit a little sweater for my granddaughter out of that. Now that I know how to do panels. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you so much. Digical? I'm going to call you Digital. If you have another name, let me know. I don't know how to. I'm just Digital. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Jonathan. If you want to drop your channel, you can. If you're still over in the vertical. Sorry, I keep leaning down. Oh my gosh, whatever I just grabbed is so soft. Oh, that is so soft. That's going to go in the scrap bag though, but I love the colors too. That's so soft. That would be such a nice accent on some kind of amigurumi. I don't know why my brain says dragon there. Scrappies. All right. But Jonathan, if you want to drop your channel, Hooks247, you can see Navy Mommy did it before you there. I keep meaning to go back in and then pulling those drops and putting them in a comment. This is not new. This is probably vintagey or classic, as Chuck says. I love the kitties on the label. This one looks like my Flinners, except not as chunky. And I had a cat that looked like that tuxedo cat there. TLC baby. Color is lime. That's pretty accurate. It's a little bit on the light or pale side of lime, but some of it has been used, but not a lot. It has the darned arrows. Why did they stop doing that? Why did they stop doing that? Why? Please keep doing that. The arrows. Ugh, why? It says it's sport weight. I'd say it's a thick 2 or a thin 3, honestly. To maintain the beauty of this yarn, follow special machine wash dry instructions inside. 4mm needles, 4mm hook, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius wash, and then dry. Do not bleach, do not iron. And the circle A. What does that one mean? That's a dry cleaning one, but I don't remember what the A means. It was 6 ounces. I'm going to guess she used less than an ounce. That's nearly the 6 ounces. No dye lot. It is a Red Heart product. This is a Red Heart product. Very soft. Very, very soft. Nice yarn. Beautiful color. Made in the USA. So this is not new. Because very, very little acrylic yarn is made. Hi. That's, I believe, Russian or Greek. I don't speak Russian, or well, I speak a few words in Russian, but basic. Not any fun words, guys. Sorry to disappoint. Just like извините, excuse me. That's what that means. Пожалуйста. What is пожалуйста? Is that please? Spasiba. No, spasiba is. Oh, yes. Yes, Jonathan. Drop your link over here in the horizontal. More people are over here in the horizontal. So, or if that's Greek, I don't know any Greek. So sorry. So, yes, random things I know. So, yes, this is so soft. 100% acrylic. And again, we have that word moth proof. Moth proof. Color fast, shrink proof. Things that used to be on labels that aren't anymore. But it does have a barcode. So it can't be that old. What did we decide? When did barcodes come into play? I swear I have some almost this exact colorway. Sorry, it just kind of rolled down. So, okay, we're gonna look at this again. I'm gonna flip this camera just a little bit. Look at this. Look at this pile of yarn. Look at that. Crazy. This will not all be staying here. Well, some of it's going to somebody specifically in need. Hello, Dan, the breaking news man. How are you? Dan, you can drop your channel if you want. Hooks 247, HOOKS 247. No space. I'm showing yarn that was gifted to me. So it's a lot of yarn. It's a lot of yarn. Almost the entire time I've been on, it's been all yarn, and more yarn. But a lot of this will be gifted or turned into donation items. Okay. Oh, that one's fun. Look at that. See, that would be good on my... That is really interesting feeling. That's made in Turkey. Gala yarns, mixed fibers. Acrylic, polyester, and nylon does not tell me per... Oh, it's Big Lots. I didn't know Big Lots had yarn like their own brand. Machine washable and dryable. This would go well on my... That's upside down. My elf blanket. That's the belt. I need to do the... So the belt is that black. I need to do the edging, and I want to do... I have sheepy yarn, but it's similar to this. Fuzzy. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. How fuzzy that is. It feels like when you've had a stuffed animal that was fuzzy for a long time and it kind of gets a little squished. That's what this yarn feels like. And Dan, I'll tell you everything. That one yarn you held up, pinkish, very soft, looks like this. No, not the brick. You said pinkish. The raspberry? This one? That one? Oh, no, this one. I know which one you're talking about now. This one. Sorry. So, Dan, there's vertical and horizontal, and right now most of the chat is happening in the horizontal, and you're in the vertical. You can also go over to the horizontal and drop your channel over there. Lexi's headed to bed. Yeah, you gotta get those kids to bed. This is what you were talking about, and you're saying this is 20% yarn or wool. This is not bothering me at all. Well, let's see. That's the real test. No, it's all right. It's all right. Yes, I figured it out finally. Lux Craft. Yeah, oh, it's so soft. Yeah, this one doesn't bother me at all. Is it superwash wool? Is that why? All right. So yes, Dan, if you want to pop over to the horizontal and drop your link there, that's where a bunch of folks are. Caron, Simply Soft. It doesn't look as much like this is grape. It doesn't look. It looks periwinkle on the screen, but it is grape is the right color. It's a pale grape, I would call it. If you don't know Dan, the breaking news man, I like his content when I have a chance to run it. Jonathan, Navy Mama, sweet dreams. Yes, Lexi. Well, she's got to get her kids. Knowing Lexi, what will happen is she'll get her kids to bed. Well, no, I'm going to try to finish here in 10 minutes or so. She'll get her kids to bed. This is just Caron Simply Soft, but not new stuff. That's an old label. And that's about half the skein, I would say. All right. Here's some fluffy stuff. It's a perfect lavender. Oh, is this the stuff she just made a sweater out of? The lavender? Because look at that. It's just a chain spun. Sorry. It's beautiful. It's so soft. That's got to go over to the scrappies. All right. Let's look at this one. Oh, this is Himalaya. So I think, is it Hirschner's that sells Himalaya? Everyday Kellebec. This is exceptionally soft. I've worked with lots of different Himalayas. This is an anti-pilling. And it has butterflies on it. So maybe it's not moth-proof. No, I'm just being funny. It's got these little floofs. It says it's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 200 meters, 219 yards, medium weight 4, hand wash cold, I think is what it's saying. Do not dry clean. Sorry. You can professionally dry clean. Do not dry. Do not bleach. Do not iron. Rank party. Let's see. She must have used some of it because the ball band is taped back together.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it.
Hold on. I'm so sorry.
That's because Asana is where humans and AI coordinate work together.
So sorry.
AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks, streamline workflows, and keep everyone focused on the work that matters.
I am so sorry for that random ad. I apologize. I just suddenly decided to turn on an ad on something. Of this specific one, Chuck, you bought this specific one when they were getting rid of it. This is so soft. Yeah, you could laugh at me. Oh, hi, Willie. Willie's Desert Hangout. Am I saying that right? Nice to see you. We're going over yarn that was gifted to me. Some of this will be finding additional homes, but it is fun with that little flex on there. Well, I see too much wool. I've touched too much wool tonight. I'm not allergic, I get itchy. Here's some more of this orange sport weight, but again, I have a home for that. It will go to that person in need. And this is exciting because I have 2 of these. What Arity correctly called brick color. That is exactly the right color. No, the other yarn we were talking, the little fuzzy stuff. I've got some yarn from my work. We make yarn from water bottles. Oh, I have some yarn that was made from water bottles, and it's so yeah, what's the brand? Because mine was called Eco Brights, and it was the softest yarn I've ever worked with. So Jonathan, tell us what the brand is. Got some yarn from my work. We make yarn from water bottle. I want to know if it's that Eco Brights or if it's something new. Well, it must be new because you said make as in current. And then Willie's Desert Hangout. You can drop your weather if you're interested in dropping your weather. But I'm very excited about 2 of these because 2 of these, 240 yards. So you got 480 yards. That's a lot. I could do something with that. Oh my gosh, this yarn is getting out of control. I say that every week, don't I? I think this was the last of it though. Oh, and here's some more of that Himalaya, but this is a blue color. This one was pink. This one's blue. That's a pale pink and a beautiful blue. All right. We've got a yarn tower over here. This is what I just pulled out. Cotton to the core. Knit Pal. I have heard about Knit Pal. This is a DK weight. I have never used Knit Pal. Have any of you used Knit Pal? It has a nice center pull. 50 grams, 142 yards. 3 to 4 millimeter hook. Or is that needles? The hook and needles. Machine wash, 40C. I think that's warm. Yeah, 104 Fahrenheit. Do not, it says machine wash, do not tumble dry, do not bleach. 78% cotton, 22% acrylic. It's a lightweight 3, made in China. Knit Pal. It is very soft. I would not have guessed cotton. That is very, very soft. A cotton blend I would not have guessed. That feels so different than cotton blends usually feel. Okay, some more of this one. This sport, that's going all to the same person. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, some Hobie yarn, or hobby. This is 100% cotton. It's a fine 2. 50 grams, 1.75 ounces, 105 meters, 115 yards. 3.5 millimeter needles, 3 to 3.5 millimeter hooks, which is US D or E, or UK 3 or 4. Alright, and this is a product of, designed in Denmark, made with love in India. That's so cute. This feels like, yeah, she definitely used some of this, but not much. It's cotton. What did I say? A fine 2, so that's going to go over here too. Alright. This is some more Barocco Sky. Have any of you had this one? Amigurumi yarn, yes. Yes, it's quite the variety, isn't it? Freve is the name of the yarn, but it's so small. It's fine as frog hair. Like, here, let me show you. Like this. Come on. It's hooked on there. What's it hooked on? Okay. Like this. Like thread. Like that. Jonathan, is it like that? This is a 50 weight thread, crochet thread. I call it dental floss. Or is it thicker, just a little bit thicker than that? I agree, Chuck. She says, I wonder if yarn is ever made without love. I doubt it. That would just be wrong. I agree with you. So, yes. So I need to know from Jonathan is when he says it's fine as frog's hair. Is this about the thickness, or is it a little thicker than this, what I call dental floss? This is what's called 50 weight. No, not weight. 50, or is that the right term? It's 50 weight thread, which the bigger the number, the thinner the yarn, or the thread. The bigger the number, the thicker the yarn. But thread's the other direction. Yeah, so about like this. Okay. And it's called Reprieve. Well, I'm going to check that out. Because that sounds interesting. And like I said, I had a yarn called Eco Bright that was made, I'm sorry about the crinkles, that was made from recycled plastic bottles. And it is so soft. Oh, here's some more of this Norwegian yarn. I'm going to show you guys because it's... Oh, this one doesn't have the cute... Oh, this one doesn't have the cute thing. I'll show you on the other one. But that's their symbol. That's their logo for their company. Made in Norway. But here, I'm going to show you what I loved on this one. It's the same brand. But this has, I'm going to say, Santa riding a reindeer. And it's so cute, I can hardly stand it. So this is, I don't know. It's Norwegian. 100% wool. Okay, that's that in English. Did this? Yes, 100% wool on this also. And that's like a off-white ecru. No, it's creamier than ecru. I don't know what color that. Off-white. We're going to just go with that. Okay. And here's some more of that Knit Pal cotton to the cone. And it's thin. It's a DK. DK, which is the right name for that. And then a scrap. And we have made it to the end of the bag. So let me show you the scrap bag. Oh, the green just escaped. So this was all what I put in the scrap bag. Which, that's going to be more of a yarn management problem for me. Simply because it is. But like, yeah. That's my yarn. That's my yarn from today. Well, not from today. I didn't pick it up from her from today. Because that would have been a little busy. Anyway. Plus, she's already getting her yarn set up in her new place, so. Anyway, and we're right at 2 hours. Amazing. But that's a lot of yarn. That's a lot of yarn. And she'd already given me a ton of yarn, as you know. Oh, I didn't. Did I read about this one? I didn't. I just set it aside. Barocco Sky, and I asked you all if you've seen it before. 37% wool. It doesn't seem to bother me. 37% wool, 35% viscose, 20% yak, 8% nylon, 3.75 millimeter needles and hook. And it says FUS, which that's just funny because it's saying it's an F hook in US. But it's just funny. And then the needles, it's 5 US. That just made me laugh a little bit. Okay, 1.75 ounce, 50 grams, 273 yards, 250 meters. That's actually quite impressive because that's not crazy thin. I don't know what. But if you're, yeah, it's rated a 2 fine. My nail caught on it a little bit. Very stretchy. Look at that. Very stretchy. You've never had Barocco? Yes, I want to know that as well, Jonathan. Do they sell to the public or is it purely manufacturing? Willie, sorry you're alone in the chat over on the vertical at the moment. It's just Nightbot dropping links. Yes, it's very nice, but I'm going to show you. This was 50% off. That's 50, it's marked 50% off. So when Chuck was saying pricey yarn, she wasn't kidding. Cuz yeah, look. That was the retail price. And it again is only 50 grams, 273 yards ish, 1.75 ounces, sorry. And yet that's the original price. So, yeah, but you have to, it's all in how you want to look at it. To some degree, you get what you pay for, right? This is hand washed, cold, dry, lay flat to dry, and made in Italy. Is all the Barocco made in Italy? Or was it at one time? But yeah. So, it's a lot of yarn I gotta manage. I know, right? That it has the yak in there. Well, and it has the, it just says wool, and this doesn't bother me, but a lot of times when it just says wool, even if it's a low percentage, it bothers me. But the superwash, nah. Maybe it's the Barocco too, because the other one was a Barocco superwash. But anyway, so let me put that up on top, and we're gonna just pan over there again. There's the yarn. And that's not the scraps, and again, that's the vertical. That's me, so it's fine. No copyright strike. I'm not going to copyright strike my own self, because that's me. And the chat. But yeah, that's a lot of yarn. And again, that's without the whole bag of scraps. Now, scraps, like I said, for yarn management, they're going to be my problem. They're going to be my problem because I definitely have not managed my scraps, and so this many scraps could be a challenge. I have made some space. Barocco suede, oh my gosh. So it took you $100 for the yarn to make the dress. Was the dress worth more than $100? That's what I need to know, Chuck. Because, again, if you're happy with it, I need some tea. Sorry, guys. And crossover paranormal, Jonathan, we still want to know if you say, he says, yeah. Yeah. If you're still here, because I know some people were watching. Crafty make donation hats. What was it called again? I'm gonna go find it again. Jonathan's. It's called Reprieve. REPREVE. So we don't know if it's something available publicly or if it's just available. This one doesn't bother me. This one. Although, see, now I'm feeling it a little bit in the face. Because it just says wool. But the superwash, absolutely no problem at all. This does not say superwash. The one that didn't bother me said superwash. So, superwash seems probably $1,000. Right. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, the dress was worth. See, there you go. There you go. So sometimes in yarn, like with Camille's hand-dyed yarn, for example, you get what you pay for. If you're going to pay a little more and get higher quality yarn, that's great. Now, the nice thing with acrylic yarn is that it lasts forever, as I've shown you all my grandma's work. That's 50 plus years old, and it's holding up. Why? Because she used acrylic yarn, and it was kept in a cedar chest. That helps too. So it was protected from moths, and unlike a lot of these yarns that said moth proofed, which I still think is really funny because I had never seen that before on a label. Reprieve for all kinds of uses. Weatherproof, fireproof. Oh, that's cool. So Chuck Googled Reprieve. It's many different fibers for all kinds of uses, like weatherproof, fireproof, etc. So that's why she was asking if they sell to the public. We want to know. If you're still here, Jonathan, we want to know if it sells to the public. I have that angled wrong, I think. No, alright. Oh, Sonia. Hi, Sonia. I'm just about to go. Let me do this. Okay. I'm just about to go, but if you want to drop your channel, please do. Hooks 247, no space. And then I'm going to show you all the yarn that was gifted to me. Again, a lot of this will be regifted. Some of it will show up. I have this one because there's several balls of it. I have this one. Oh, and I know how to pronounce this because Sam from Australia, Sam by Hook or by Needle, said it's Woolloomooloo, and it's a city in Australia, or a village or a town or whatever you want to call it. But I have a bunch of these. Yes, okay. Good night, Chuck, because I am very close to going. But I have these set aside for whenever I am fully monetized. I have these set aside for a giveaway. I have a few things set aside for a giveaway. And if you participate in the giveaway for December, it's Summer Down Under with Live Fantastical, Michelle and Cheyenne, because I'm the collaborator, there will be at least 2 things available that I'm making for that theme. One of them I'm pretty sure everybody's going to want. I'm thinking so anyway. I could be wrong. They might want the other thing more. I'm sorry. I've been touching so much wool. Again, it's not an allergy, it's more a sensitivity. I should be done too. Clearly it's tea time. My tea, and I'm having candy. This Sincata. This brand. Oop. That nobody could find after I showed it to everyone and got everybody addicted to it because it's so good. Anyway, so Reprieve, I'm going to have to drop a link to that. Oh my goodness, yeah, I need to be done. I need to stop touching wool. And I need to actually say goodbye more promptly than I usually do. Yeah, we're past 2 hours by a bit, but I don't want to go much more. Sonia, did you have a chance to drop your channel, or did you want to? I'll give you another minute. Hooks 247. Linda's channel just dropped. Camille's channel dropped. Margaret's channel just dropped. Like, it's kind of funny, the chat over in the vertical. There's 11 people. Hi, vertical peoples, lurkers. It's all like just channel drops, which I kind of feel bad about. But yes, if I get to 1,000, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, it's not if, because I'm consistent enough, I will. Giving a choice, yes, I agree, Linda. I think that was the best part of watching you. Hi, Jen Reeves, how are you? When you gave people the choice on the giveaway, like, I was like, okay, I was already considering doing that, but then it worked. It was so good with yours. I'm like, yeah, definitely. And you can always win a journal. This is mine. It is very well loved. You don't have to get this one. I just love this one. You can see that whole front of that book is filled in. But, well, this way. There. Now, it's not an actual flip book. They're just kind of random pictures, and they are on both sides. But you can win a journal. There's multiple different styles, and they have a new one out. You can also win that by participating in that. The theme for November is turkeys and cornucopia. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to participate in that because I have Christmas presents to get done. How are you doing? Jen, I'm good. My face isn't as numb as it was last Sunday. So because I've actually gotten enough sleep the last couple nights, I'm doing a little better. I get Botox for my migraines tomorrow. So I will be as close to 100% as I get tomorrow or the next day. So that's very good. And I'm hoping, my sister's in town from Oregon, I'm hoping she'll do a video with me. I don't know if she would feel comfortable. She's very shy. I have said it before. She and I are complete opposites. Complete opposites. But in positive ways. Like, I'm an extrovert. I'm out there like my father. And then our father, who art in heaven. No, sorry. Just, I couldn't help it. Our dad, I 100% his personality. I look a lot like him. Chef Lori is donating the prize for dinner. Oh, wonderful. So Chef Lori is doing a prize for the cornucopia or turkey. Okay. That's lovely. I mean, there doesn't need to be a prize, but it's fun. Like I said, there's always a journal prize at least, but yeah, I just haven't decided. I don't know. It really depends if I get stuff done or not. It'd be really fun if I could get to the 1,000 next month, because it's my birthday month. That would be very cool. And I could do a birthday giveaway. Birthday / monetization giveaway. But anyway. Thank you for asking, Jen, and I hope you're doing well. But yes, Linda, seeing how yours went, I'm like, oh, yep, that's definitely what I'm doing. I just have to decide how many things I'm doing. And I gotta get Christmas presents done. But, oh, my sister. She's here. I'm going to try to do a video with her. I don't know if how comfortable she would feel on camera. I really don't know. Like, live. I mean, if it works out, it'd be tomorrow afternoon. If it was going to be a live, we'll see. If not, you'll probably see a video with her on Wednesday, if she's feeling like that. But yeah, no, she's introverted and so super sweet and super kind, and she's more of a nurturer, caregiver. That as much as I'm a teacher, I'm not that much of a nurturer, caregiver. I mean, I'm generous and giving and all those things, but it's different. We have very different qualities, but it made us more complementary, because there wasn't a competitive thing with us at all, because we liked different things. We had different personalities. There wasn't that friction that sometimes happens with sisters or siblings in general. But yeah, I adore her. She's a lovely human. She's one of my best friends. And I'm very grateful. Again, I am always reminded of how absolutely fantastically blessed I have been with my family. My stepmother and my mother were friends. My stepmother was a second mom to me, and there was no competition between the two of them. My dad is a lovely human, and my family has been nothing but supportive and amazing. And I recognize that is not everybody's life. I feel just beyond blessed. But hi, Blair. I'm actually just about to sign out. I really probably should have signed out 2 minutes ago, but yes, Blair knows what to do, because I am about to go ahead and shut it down. And yeah, because I got to do something about this yarn. Here, Blair, this is all the yarn. Well, this is the non-scrap yarn. Do you see it all? And that's just me on the vertical, so it's okay. No copyright problem. Yeah, so it's a little bit of yarn. Thanks for the heart, Arity. And thanks for telling me what color to call that. Brick is exactly... Oh, it's a Yarna Lanch. I gotta get it rebalanced. So this one, I already said brick. It didn't have a color, it just had a color number. Brick is perfect. That is exactly the color it is. It looks still a little more brown on screen than it actually is, but brick is the correct. That's the correct. And there's 2 of these. Oh, it's so soft. And it's just nylon and acrylic, but so soft. Oh, hi, Andy. You, you must be done. I'm actually, go ahead and drop your channel in there. No, actually, yours automatically drops. You don't even need to if you don't want to. Most of the chat is happening over in the horizontal. But thanks for stopping in. And it's good to have extra things on my vertical, too. And yes, I definitely need to go. I have Botox in the early afternoon for migraines. I am not that vain. I don't enjoy. I enjoy the Botox because it helps my migraines. I do not enjoy the pincushion experience of getting Botox. It's kind of a bummer. I'll be honest. It's kind of a bummer. All right. So, Andy, are you still live by chance? I would imagine not, but if you are, yes. Thank you, Jen. If you are, thanks. You too. Hugs, hugs, hugs. If you are live, go ahead and drop your live link there. But I'm assuming you're not live anymore. But yeah, I can feel I am getting loopy, and I haven't finished my Monday video. So, but check out my Monday Yarn Management has some information about where I've donated some of the yarn already. You guys are all the best, and you're relaxing. You're just relaxing. And oh, Andy, I'll show it to you too. There. That's all the non-scrap yarn that was donated to me or given to me by another yarn. Yeah. And you can't even see all of it. Yeah, it's a lot of yarn. But, yes. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of this yarn pyramid. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything over there where I will have a yarn avalanche. But anyway, there's like all kinds of, there's vintage yarn, there's some fun yarn. There's actually a lot of vintage yarn. There's some really cool yarn from Uruguay. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming in. And I appreciate you all so much. I don't know how to express that. But I fully appreciate you. And I'm so glad you all were able to hang out with me for a little while, and I appreciate it. And so I need to make